Well, hi everybody. Welcome to Raspberry Land, and I happen to be known as Miss Raspberry. We have beautiful falls here called Raspberry Falls where we get our delicious raspberry syrup. Now today I'm going to show you, raspberry tarts. It's delicious and yummy. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to tell you to add in about a cup of raspberries. It's going to use up all the raspberries today. I'm going to wash it because it's vegetation. Here we go. We're going to put the raspberries in a pot, okay? A sauce pot, or whatever kind of pot you can find. Raspberries get very soft after a while, so you gotta really make sure you use them up, you know. There we go. And I'm gonna add in my sugar and my water. Now, you don't want to overdo the sugar, folks, because there's one simple reason, folks. You don't want to oversweeten raspberries. I want to make sure I take a couple. I want to make sure we have something garnish, but I forgot to do it. Here we go. Now, what I want to do now, I'm going to grab my sugar, which I already have out. All right. I have about a half a cup of sugar, but it's going to be less than a half a cup. I can tell you that. Here we go. And that's it. I don't want to put any more in than that. The rest of the sugar we put back in the sugar thing. We don't waste food in this house, ever. Now, the next thing I want to do is add in my water. I'm going to add in less than a cup of water. I would say about 3/4 cup, if that much. We're going to add it in here. Here we go. We're going to mix this together on a medium heat, and we're going to start cooking it right now. Here we go. Make sure this is not yet. Sometimes you keep raspberries for just a few days. What happens is they get kind of soft, and you want to use it up. So in Raspberry Land, everything is made out of raspberries. We even have a falls called Raspberry Falls, and this is where we got the delicious raspberry syrup from. It's delicious and yummy. I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, folks, it smells delicious. Now I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. It's called a slurry. We have to thicken it up now. Here we go. I'll show you the finished product. I'm really sorry about this at this point. I've got to put it back on the stove top, and you're going to see something really beautiful in a few minutes. Oh, folks, it smells fantastic. I love the smell of raspberries when it's cooking. I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, I'm back. Okay, now, what I'm going to do now is, there's nothing better than homemade raspberries, not homemade, but fresh raspberries. I'm going to show you this in a minute when I put it in. I got the phone back a little bit too far. I'm going to show you what it looks like in 1 minute. Oh my gosh, it smells fantastic. I absolutely love this time of the year because you can get all kinds of delicious, wonderful berries. But in Raspberry Land, however, we have raspberries that grow every place, including Raspberry Falls, where we produce our syrups. It's delicious and yummy. Everything here in Raspberry Land, keep this in mind, is made out of raspberry. I'm going to show you in 1 minute. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Come on now. This is what it looks like, folks, okay? Now, what we want to do now is I want to refrigerate this for about 25 minutes. Make sure it's cold enough so we can add on the finishing touches. I'll be back in about 15 to 25 minutes. We're back. You want to make sure, folks, it's cold enough to put the whipped cream on, all right? Now, we're going to put some whipped cream on here. You're going to see something really beautiful in a minute. Here we go. Here we go. You don't need a lot of whipped cream for this. You really don't, It gives it a little, it makes it pretty, Here we go. A little more here. You have not lived, folks. You have delicious, wonderful raspberry tarts. It's delicious and yummy. Now, I'm going to show you some garnish. I'm going to try to put some garnish in. These raspberries are very, very soft. We don't know why they're soft. That's how raspberries go. Here we go. Oh, come on now. Here we go. Sometimes it doesn't want to do it, so who knows. All right, whatever. Here we go. Sometimes you just can't get it on there. I don't know why. Here we go. Come on now. Here we go. Look how pretty it's coming along. One gave me a little bit of a hard time. Let me see if we can get this guy fixed. Here we go. And here we have, get over there, delicious, wonderful, let me show you one. Delicious, wonderful raspberry tarts from Deborah Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day, and welcome to Raspberry Land. And please come back to Raspberry Land. And raspberry syrup comes from Raspberry Falls. From Deborah Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day.